Will $462 worth of coilovers make my Honda Civic go faster? I'm going on a slightly different course to the one I went on last time, so it's hard to see whether I'm actually faster, but there is a way and I'll show you later. That guy just avoids that cone and goes off. I'm showing you all the highlights of where it looks like I'm going fast because I'm overtaking people. This guy is actually going off into the pits, so I'm not faster than him. And you've got to remember that everyone is a novice here, and people sometimes just don't like you driving too close to them and let you go past, and some people aren't as comfortable yet, and that's fine too. Balance, here's a guy coming up behind me. You can't see him yet, but I'm going a little bit faster than I usually would around this corner, about 4 or 5 miles an hour, not trail braking, and I pay the price. I kind of almost go off, but the suspension was very stable, and I managed to recover it without spinning, so I'm pretty pleased. There goes the BMW off into the distance. So this is my actual fastest lap, and this part of the course is the same as the course I did last time, and I can see coming into these corners I'm a lot more confident. Some of these corners I'm going in like about 9 miles an hour faster. I've got a better line, I think, by practicing this hairpin, I think they call it the rattlesnake, on a sim more extensively this time, because it was a longer track. It was going to take me longer to get used to it. I'm pretty happy with the Raceland shocks. They're about twice as expensive as the kind of max speeding rod ones, which I ordered and then sent back because I wasn't convinced that they were going to hold up to things. I like the Raceland guy. I kind of called him up on the phone before I ordered, and he said, well, they're not for the track, you know that, right? And I went, yeah, okay. But they, you know, for a 20-minute stint here and there, they seem perfectly adequate, and they made me a lot more confident. This corner I think is pretty funny. It's uphill, it's tight, very tightening, and the instructor said there are 87 different ways to do that corner and they're all slow, just get used to it. Unfortunately, a lot of the bigger cars can just pull away with more power going uphill after that. I have a very small 1.5 litre engine, but it now has the timing set almost correctly. I added a timing cover, which in itself wouldn't do much, but it meant that I could see the timing mark and set the timing for the car to be appropriate, which was good. Other things I did to the car were I changed the brake pads. I had to do a little bit of work on the brake calipers to free them up a bit. I did actually add a TPMS sensor which showed temperature and pressure, and it showed that one of the wheels was getting a lot hotter than the others. You couldn't straight line with regular track, so I believe that was a dragging brake pad. Anyway, I changed those things. Jobs are good. I also added a tachometer, which was pretty useless, and a oil pressure gauge, which showed me I had oil pressure, which was reassuring, if nothing else. I think looking at some of the speeds exiting and going into these corners, I'm sometimes 9 miles an hour faster in some of the corners, and about 8 miles an hour faster, 7 or 8 miles an hour faster at the end of the main straight. So the short answer is yes, the coilovers did help me go faster, and I think what they did was give me a lot more confidence. But another thing, and perhaps the thing that made the biggest difference to my experience on this track night, 96 degrees out, was my cool shirt. I tried to make a cool shirt, it didn't work out. It's basically a bunch of tubes that you pump ice cold water through that are attached to a shirt that you wear. So I ended up just getting a used one for $50 from eBay. Totally worth it. Best investment ever in driver comfort, which allows you to focus, allows you to stay frosty, and makes the whole day more pleasant. Might even extend the amount of time I can do track days into the summer. We'll see about that. The track day was epic. I really enjoyed it. It's with Track Night in America. I missed the checkered flag, so I actually got a lap during the sunset all to myself, and everyone super friendly.